guys, Civilard here, back again with another review, and today we'll be taking a look at the Masters of the Universe Origins, Ninjor. So without further ado, let's get into it. Alrighty guys, as I said before, today we are taking a look at Ninjor. He is part of the fourth wave of Masters of the Universe Origins figures, the basic figures anyways. We don't talk about the deluxe ones here, mostly because you can't find them, but that's besides the point. These are of course made by the fine folks over at Mattel, and I know what I said last week. I was going to do the Bane wave from DC Multiverse by McFarlane Toys, but these are, quite frankly, a little bit easier for me to kind of check out, and I need at least a week to get those videos ready, because I do a lot more cuts and edits and things for those, as those of you familiar with the channel may have noticed. So, we're going to keep the MOTU train a-rolling, whether you're sick of it or not, with Wave 4. I have 3 of these guys. Currently, I just have this one, but Triclops and Stratos, Sean Connery Stratos himself, are within the threshold of the Overlord household somewhere. I'm not really sure where they are, but they are here. Shout out to a local friend of mine who will remain nameless for privacy reasons for the hookup on this wave. For the most part, I don't have Hordak, but that's okay. 3 out of 4 ain't bad, especially when they're rare as balls. So, getting right into it. Got the mini comic, a new mini comic, which T-Biz actually checked out the other night and is not too bad. Kind of reminiscent of a 2000X episode, to be honest with you. But that's pretty cool. And then you got the other figures on the back. Is that Rampman in the top corner there? No, I don't think so. That's Hordak. I can't see what I'm doing. A little bit of a tear here because they glued this between the, the clamshell and the blister card. But I got 2 chances to get one that's not monkeyed up, even though I'm kind of a hypocrite for caring about that because I don't read them. But with that being said, Ninjor here, I gotta be honest, this might be one of my favorite figures in the line, and I know nothing about Ninjor other than he's a cool-looking ninja that lives on Eternia and is, I believe, one of the evil warriors for Skeletor. So, yeah, it's also a vintage figure I don't have, so this video couldn't have possibly been better than it already is. So there is that. Yeah, Ninjor's a figure I wanted, but I didn't want to pay the, what was it? He was like $50 when I was getting into MOTU, I think, to get a complete one, a decent complete one, not a super nice one. Because some of my MOTU figures are super nice, some of them are so-so okay, but good enough for me. I just never picked this guy up. However, I do have a scare glove, so win some, you lose some, I guess. But getting right into it, he comes with quite a few accessories. By a few, I mean 3. At least that's what I got. Not sure if he's supposed to have a knife or something, but this is pretty damn good for me. He's got a pair of nunchucks with a legitimate linked chain. I thought it was metal, but it is not. But that's okay. It's at least a linked chain. It's not a molded plastic chain like some of the I want to say the Sting from the Masters WWE line had a molded chain. That's kind of weak sauce. He also has a sword, which is damn near the same height as him. So that's pretty cool. It's a cartoonish katana sword. And then on his back, he's got a crossbow, or a bow, an arrow, excuse me, with a little tab for the slot here, which you can also use for his katana. get it in there. It's a little tricky at first, but once you get it in, there. Goes in really easy. And then he's got a little loop for his nunchuck here, which can be easier said than done to actually get in there. Kind of wants to catch on the belt. There we go. You don't want to push this in all the way because you're going to restrict the waist movement, but that should be about good. And then as for the bow, if I can find it, it's got the little handle there with the kind of grip for the outside. And what I like to do is I like to bend his hand out like this. Just kind of slip it right in. That's what she said. And there you go. There he is holding his bow with his other two weapons stored on his back. Almost like a G.I. Joe Classified series figure, if I'm being honest. He can literally carry all of his weapons, and that's pretty freaking sweet, dude. I really like that. But getting this out of his hand, just so we can look at the articulation, it's the same as we're used to seeing. But that's okay, because it works. For most people. Those who it doesn't work for will rename nameless. But watch last Thursday's review for that cringe fest. But his head is on double ball peg, so you can move it all around. Really nice head sculpt, too. I like that. I like the kind of texture on the hood as well. He doesn't have that on the rest of the black parts, but he does have that on the hood and on his kind of torso armor piece here. His shoulders will go out, back down, forward, back, swivel at the elbow. Hinge at the elbow. Did not need to heat this guy up either. He worked right out of package, so that's cool. Waves 3 and 2 had a couple of stuck joints between, who was it? Manny Faces, Merman, and Zodak, but a little bit of heat fixed him right up. I don't know how Stratos or Triclops is yet, because like I said, I do not have those in hand. They are within my place of residence, but I do not have them in hand. As of the time of the recording of this video, anyways. But I'm sure if they have stuck elbows. It's mostly the elbows, too, never the knees. A little bit of heat will fix that right up. He has a swivel at the wrist, hinge at the wrist, swivel at the waist. Again, be careful with that. You don't want the nunchuck to kind of be poking at him while you're trying to rotate his waist around. Hips, kick in and out, forward and back. He's got a swivel at the knee, hinge at the knee, swivel at the boot, hinge at the foot, and a rocker joint. So standard Origins articulation. Again, I think it's a little bit better than Classics. You get a lot more range out of these guys. I get if you prefer the Classics aesthetics over these. That's a mouthful, isn't it? Classics aesthetics. But I got to be honest, for the price point, I think you're getting what you pay for here. Yeah, they're a little bit hollow in the torso and whatnot, but that's not that big a deal. I think they're fine for the price point. But standing him there, he looks freaking cool, dude. Just standing there. Wow. Again, I've never had a Ninjor in the past, so this is a completely new experience for me. Here he is next to Manatoms. For a little bit of Wave 1 comparison here. And Beastman. Don't worry, I did not hurt myself doing that. I have in the past, but not today. Not today. Let's pin the camera up just a little bit. And you can see Beastman looks taller. Am I crazy? I think I'm crazy. But Beastman just looks taller for some reason. Probably because he's got a longer noggin or something. Maybe it's because his legs go in more. I have no idea. But there you go. Also, kind of curious about this guy's boots. Did he kill Dragon Man and don him his armor? Kind of curious about that. Those of you familiar with Classics know who Dragon Man is. Other than the fact he's freaking sick looking. Four Horsemen Studios, what can I say? Here he is next to another fella in red and black. Funny enough, Spawn. Top 10 red and black action figures. Maybe I should do that. I like doing top 10s, but damn, they take a lot of work. And here he is next to my one-armed brother Mandibulus. Still waiting on that arm for Horseman. Come on. Not that big a deal. I know I'm going to get it. But there you go. There's your standard Overlord Productions size comparison. Gotta live up to those expectations. But yeah, I would highly recommend you pick this guy up. I think he's a fun figure, one of the most fun figures in the line. Definitely get what you pay for, I think. You get a lot more with this guy than you did Merman, and I like that guy a whole hell of a lot. We'll see how cool Triclops is, or even Hordak when I get my hands on Hordak. I know Scareglow's going to be good. I don't need to check that out to know it's good. But this guy is pretty sweet. I would not sleep on this figure. I think he's an awesome addition to the line. Kind of cool we're getting him a little early. Yeah, I would have liked my homeboy, it's Clawful, or even good old Web Store, but you know what? This guy's pretty rad. I'm not going to lie. So, yeah, with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed this review. Unlike the last review I did, which, for those of you who care, I did get a refund for Mr. Domo Arigato. He's actually sitting off to the side. And if you don't know who that is, it's Roboto. Mine didn't really work for some weird reason, and he's got a strange, gappy waist. Either way, tried to get the replacement part, wasn't available, so I got a refund instead. What are you gonna do, eh? I'll get a replacement eventually, but you know what? No one cares. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, as well as that notification bell so you know whenever I upload more reviews like this one, hopefully without stupid side tangents. And also, don't forget to like this video, because I'm slipping. And hit me up on Instagram at Overlord Productions. Use the same profile pic over there as I do on here, where I do live unboxings. I do live unboxings and post them to IGTV in case you missed them. I did one on this guy last Friday night, actually. Kind of starting to get the hang of it more. There should be one of Triclops and Stratos. It'll be the same video, I think. Before those videos go up, and before this one, actually. So in case you missed it, that should be on there too. And as always, don't forget to keep the comments civil, because the world sucks enough as it is. Or, you know, leave a comment in the first place. Oh, man, I'm failing on all cylinders here. Sorry, not sorry. But nobody's perfect, right? Don't forget to leave a comment. And as always, keep the comments civil, because the world sucks enough as it is. And until next time, I'll catch you guys later. Hopefully, remembering how my freaking outro is supposed to go. Alrighty, laters.